So, in the movie 51st Day, Lucy obtained a brain injury which affected her memory. So, based on my research, the condition called Goldfield syndrome doesn't really exist. It could happen in real life, but there is no Goldfield syndrome. So, they just combined two real memory loss conditions, which are organic and psychogenic amnesia. So, what is organic amnesia? Organic amnesia is a short-term memory loss, while the psychogenic amnesia is a loss of one's identity or personal history.
The movie 51st Date is about Lucy, a girl who has short-term memory loss, a brain damage. Her temporal lobe is severely damaged because of an incident. They believe that some scar tissue in her brain is impairing her ability to convert short-term memory into long-term memory while Lucy is sleeping. In the movie, the condition was called Goldfield syndrome, which does not exist in real life. One of the effects of that syndrome is she can't remember anything after her sleep. The temporal lobe, which is mentioned in the movie, has a big function in our brain, including the formation of visual memories that includes long-term memories. The temporal lobe is vital for the formation of conscious memories. It also includes the recognition of language and production of speech.
Just like what we have heard earlier, Goldfield syndrome is not true. Hollywood invented the name, although this form of short-term memory loss certainly exists. So, in the movie, Lucy suffered in a short-term memory loss as a result of a head injury. Because of the accident, her temporal lobe was severely damaged. The temporal lobe sits behind the ears and one of the second largest lobe. They are most commonly associated with processing auditory information and with the encoding of memory. Goldfield syndrome is similar to short-term memory loss and anterograde amnesia. Amnesia can result from damage to brain structures that form the limbic system, which controls your emotions and memories.
In the movie 51st Dates, Lucy, one of the main characters, have a short-term memory loss. It's like an early stage of dementia. Henry, the other main character, first saw her in the restaurant. After that, every now and then, he always saw Lucy on the same restaurant. Henry is like a playboy in the movie's plot, but he fell in love with Lucy. Every day, his spot is always the same. He also makes the same waffles. But unfortunately, Lucy can't remember him almost every day because of her short-term memory loss condition due to her car accident a year ago before meeting with Henry. Her brain was damaged and lost its ability to create new memories. Now, in relation to our discussion, we have 100 billion tiny neurons make up our brain. Neurons carry information from our sense to our brain, and the brain will process it. Memories occur when specific group of neurons are activated. Experience and memories change because of the connection between our neurons. Neurotransmitter is the chemical released by a neuron that alters the activity in other neurons. CT scan or computerized tomographic scanning is a specialized type of X-ray that can reveal the location of strokes, injuries, tumors, and any other brain disorder, like short-term memory loss or early signs of dementia, just like what Lucy had in the movie. On the other hand, MRI or magnetic resonance imaging produce more detailed images than CT scan. Our cerebellum part of the brain stores our memories.
It is shown in clinical studies that patients who experience accidents that resulted from a traumatic head injury has a high chance of damaging their brains and affecting their memories. In this movie, a woman named Lucy has developed a syndrome called Goldfield syndrome, a non-existent term for a certain kind of amnesia called anterograde amnesia from an accident. There are two most common kinds of amnesia: the anterograde amnesia and retrograde amnesia. Retrograde amnesia refers to the kind of amnesia wherein the person forgets the memories in the past before the accident happened. While in contrast, the anterograde amnesia, which is shown in the movie is the kind of amnesia that refers to a situation where the person lost the ability to create new memories and inability to recall the recent events while having the memory of the past before the accident happened. Anterograde amnesia may develop if a certain part of the limbic system in our brain called the hippocampus is severely damaged. This causes the person to lose their ability to create new lasting memories, and patients with anterograde amnesia doesn't have the ability to remember recent past happenings, and in some cases, it takes them seconds or minutes to forget what just happened.